Reports are coming out that Ole Miss has found a new quarterback coach, and that is Corey Dennis coming in from Ohio State. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. At this moment in time, don't know much about this guy, don't know much about this hire. I have been reading some articles for the past hour or so, watching a couple different YouTube videos, listening to a couple different podcasts as well too. Just trying to learn as much as I can about Corey Dennis. And this is what I have learned, and also some of this I will mention in this video. Some of this is also just kind of opinion based as well too. But anyway, Corey Dennis. Now this guy, pretty young coach. He's 31 years old. Been at Ohio State coaching since 2015. And actually, he did play college ball at Georgia Tech. And there at Georgia Tech, he played a couple different positions. Played some wide receiver, played some defensive back, and then also played special teams as well too. But while there at Georgia Tech, well, he met this woman, met this girl, fell in love. They got married. They have a couple kids now. That woman he's now married to is Urban Meyer's daughter. How about that? That's kind of crazy. But anyway, after Corey was done playing college ball, basically he had a talk with Urban Meyer. He was saying that, hey, I'm interested in coaching. Do you have any positions open there at Ohio State? And Urban's like, yeah, we do have some positions open here for the Buckeyes. And I'll tell you what, I'll give you a chance and an opportunity to be on the staff if you want to as an intern. And anyway, Corey, well, he took the job. So 2015, Corey was the intern there at Ohio State. 2016, 2017, he got promoted. He's actually been promoted a couple different times the past 7-8 years or so. But yeah, once again, 2015 intern. 2016 and 2017, grad assistant. 2018 and 2019 was doing some quality control work for the Buckeyes. And then 2020 through 2023 has been the quarterback coach at Ohio State the past 4 seasons. And then I will mention this as well too right quick. So I think it was like a week and a half ago, might have been 2 weeks ago. Anyway, a couple weeks ago, it was kind of looking like Corey was going to Utah as an analyst. And I don't know what'll happen. Something must have fell through. Something didn't work out. Don't know what happened. But anyway, Corey did not go to Utah. That hire did not happen. But now he is coming to Ole Miss. And the past hour or so, listening to podcasts, watching videos, reading articles, especially, when we get a new coach that comes in or a new transfer that comes in, I always pay attention to the other team's reaction. How will the fans react to the loss of a coach or a transfer? How will the fans react to it? How will the media react to it? How does everybody in that fan base react to the loss? That's one thing I always pay attention to every single time. And to be honest with you, it's been kind of weird the past hour or so doing research. There are some fans who love this guy, think he's the best man ever. And then there are some fans out there, they're like, thank goodness he is gone. We cannot stand him. So it's kind of 50-50 from what I've kind of seen it looks like with the fan base. Some people like him, some people hate him. But I will mention this. Now, they're at Ohio State. They do things a little different than your average team in college ball. So, of course, Urban Meyer, not the head coach there for the Buckeyes anymore. Ryan Day, now the head coach for the Buckeyes. But Ryan Day, he does give his assistants a lot of control. And basically what he does is he tells the assistant coaches like, hey, if you're the receiver coach, you are the head coach for the wide receivers. If you're the running back coach, you're the head coach for the running backs. Safeties, corners, quarterback. You guys get what I'm saying. So Corey has had a lot of freedom with the quarterbacks, especially the last couple years. And this guy has been one of Ohio State's main recruiters, especially the past couple years. And look, me as an Ole Miss fan, I know it. Everybody knows it. But Ohio State, they have developed a lot of good quarterbacks. Not only just the past 2 or 3 years. I mean, you can go back, over 10 years ago, over 20 years ago. I mean, you can go back as long as you want to. But I will say that is one position Ohio State is kind of known for, is producing quarterbacks. And of course, I mean, you look at the ones, in the NFL right now. You look at the ones who even, transferred and went to other schools in recent years. I mean, you look at the ones, now retired in the Hall of Fame. I mean, they have produced several quarterbacks throughout the years. It's actually kind of pretty amazing, to be honest with you. But yeah, Corey, this is a guy has worked with a bunch of QB names that a bunch of Ole Miss fans are kind of familiar with, because, of course, a bunch of these guys are in NFL, or some of these guys transferred out and now starting, somewhere else. But it is pretty impressive, the names he has worked with the last couple years. And I will say this as well, too, going back to the recruiting. Basically, everything I saw was the fans, they're pretty much all saying that this guy, just one heck of a recruiter, one of Ohio State's main recruiters, just very smart guy, knows how to connect with the younger generation, knows how to convince the players and the family to trust him. That's just kind of the same thing you kept on seeing everybody saying over and over again, was just a player's coach, just knows how to recruit and connect with the younger generation. But it's been very impressive what he has done, as far as recruiting, especially the past couple of years. I mean, you look at Ohio State's quarterback room right now. Even some of their backups could go start somewhere else in Division One. Ohio State constantly, every year, it seems like they're signing a 5-star or 4-star quarterback every year, it seems like. And that's because of Corey. Corey is one heck of a recruiter, everybody's been saying. But this is kind of the part that some fans were kind of mentioning. And of course, this is just kind of opinion based, but a bunch of the Ohio State fans were saying that basically Ryan Day wants full control of working with the starters, the starting quarterback especially, and then he'll kind of let Corey focus on more of the backups. And one of Corey's main responsibilities has been, is like, hey, get these quarterbacks ready for down the road, because, the backup, could come in anytime, or, the backup quarterback this season could be the starter for us next year, or maybe here in 2 years. And there have been a couple guys in recent years that not live up to the hype. There were some quarterbacks Ohio State were kind of thinking would be much better, and they were, translating and be ready, definitely by their second season, and some things just didn't work out as planned. So some fans were kind of upset about that, just because of recent years. Even this year, different, a couple different quarterbacks played for Ohio State this year. I know there were some fans mad with Devin Brown. Devin Brown's a guy, I think, like a high 4-star recruit. They were thinking he'd be a lot better than what he is by now. Even their third string kind of struggled some this year as well, too. And even the past couple years, a couple of their other quarterbacks just did not live up to the hype and just did not reach expectations at all. So that's one thing fans were kind of saying was, Ryan Day was kind of responsible for more of the starter, but Corey kind of responsible for more of the backups. And there with the backups has not, well, some of the guys have not translated to the hype. So that part was kind of 50-50. And of course, that's just the fan reaction from the Buckeye fans. But that's pretty much all I got at this time. Oh yeah, I will mention this right quick as well too. So, of course, Ole Miss fans know, the past couple years, Charlie Wise Jr. has been the offensive coordinator and the quarterback coach for us. And I've been talking to a couple Ole Miss fans and some in media who may, well, they do know more than I do, but trying to get their thoughts. Like, okay, is Wise Jr. going to be just the OC now, and Corey just a quarterback coach? And that's what some are kind of thinking. Some of them don't really know if Wise will still be working with the quarterbacks some here and there. So don't really know what's all going to happen there with that situation. I mean, if I'm kind of taking a guess, I'm kind of guessing Wise probably focused just on the offensive coordinator now, and let Corey focus just on quarterbacks. That's just kind of my guess, but I don't know. But anyway, yeah, once again, just kind of a mixed reaction from the Buckeye fans. But we will see, how he does here at Ole Miss. Now, of course, here at Ole Miss, of course, you got, Jackson Dart, coming back this year. And, we got Austin Simmons, very, very high on him. Of course, you still have Walker Howard at this time. So, I mean, Ole Miss, we got some pretty good quarterbacks. We got the talent. We got some QBs that could definitely start somewhere else in Division I for sure. But anyway, we're pretty good at quarterback at this moment in time. Of course, next year, this time could be a different story. We'll see what all happens. But that's just kind of my thoughts, and that's just kind of some of the things I've learned and noticed the past hour about this hire. But rather hear y'all's thoughts and opinions on this as well too. Ole Miss fan, Ohio State fan, or just anybody else watching this video. Whether hear y'all's thoughts and opinions on all this stuff that happened earlier today. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So if you could, just please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Would be appreciated. See you guys next video. Have a good one. Howdy toddy.